Hello Sagittarius, welcome to JilleTarot. I hope you're all doing well. This is your weekly quickie readings for December 7th through December 20th, 2020. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and it's not going to resonate with everyone, so just let your intuition guide you to what feels meaningful for you. You could also check out the other signs that make up your chart. Sometimes those readings contain additional messages, and thank you all so much for your awesome support. If this resonates, please feel free to like and subscribe. All right, so we're going to combine two weekly quickie readings into one video. So we're going to start by seeing what the main message is for you, Sagittarius, for these weeks. What's the main message for Sagittarius, December 7th through the 20th, 2020? And we're getting face your fears. Release the power of fears. All right, so let's get the details about what you might be facing regarding your fears here, Sagittarius. And we have the Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So we have the main message of facing your fears. It's time to release the power of fear. It's time to walk away and leave behind some old emotional baggage, and actually take a hard look at your fears here. With this King of Swords energy, this could be about becoming very powerful in truth and clarity when it comes to your fears, when it comes to some old emotional baggage that you've been hanging on to, that maybe you're afraid to let go of this emotional baggage because of the fear of the unknown. So it does feel like, for some of you, this is fear about being single, this is your fear about being good on your own, with or without connection. We do have being very powerful in truth and clarity, but then the Nine of Pentacles can be about being independent, about isolation. But then we have the Four of Wands here, which is about, it can be about a committed relationship. It can be about happy times, celebrations, and actually coming together with another person. So it feels like there's a lot of messages. It's just specific. Probably to your situation, you need to face your fears. Release the power that fear has on you. It starts with, it feels to me like it's about walking away from some old emotional baggage. With the King of Swords, some of you could be walking away from or need to walk away from some old emotional baggage from an air sign here. But it feels to me like mostly this is about tapping into this King of Swords energy, where once you face your fears, you can actually move away from your old emotional baggage and actually be very powerful in this truth and clarity. When it comes to your fears, facing your fears is going to bring in very powerful truth and clarity to you. When it comes to you being good on your own, when it comes to your abundance, knowing that either way, with or without connection, that you're just fine. You're very abundant. You're very abundant. You might, for some of you, you might be single, and that might be, you might need to face your fears when it comes to being single, when it comes to being independent. But, as sometimes happens, when you face the fears and realize that you are good on your own, you get yourself to a very abundant place and independent. Here comes connection with the Four of Wands. For others of you, this is about, you might have a little bit of fears. You might not be strengthening a connection. Facing the fears of maybe it feels like being honest and truthful with your significant other, because you're afraid that maybe they'll leave you, maybe that you'll need to go it alone. But knowing that facing your fears, being truthful and honest with this other person actually is going to strengthen this connection, strengthen the foundation if this is in regards to an existing relationship. So it does feel like your fears, if you're in a connection, you're carrying around this emotional baggage where you haven't been totally honest with this other person. And because your fears of, you fear being truthful, you also fear maybe that they will leave you on your own. But facing your fears, knowing that you should be truthful and clear with them, and face your fears about maybe going it alone actually comes in. It's going to surprise you and strengthen this bond, this connection, strengthen the foundation of this relationship. For others of you, this is about facing your fears. It's going to allow you to come into this truth and clarity about being good on your own, being abundant. You're good where you're at right now. You're very abundant. That's the truth and clarity. But that's also part of the fears. But tapping into and facing your fear, releasing the power of fear actually allows you to be very powerful in your truth and clarity and move away from your old emotional baggage. And, as a lot of times happens when you release things, you face your fears, and you're like, I'm good. I'm alone. I might be on my own. I'm good on my own. And then the next thing you know, here's a connection with another person coming in, a very solid foundation coming in connection with another person. It feels to me like you're not going to see this coming because you've been all up in your fears about connection with another person, all up in your fears about being alone. But there is a lot of strength and power that comes from facing your fears and being in the truth and clarity that, hey, you know what, whether I'm in connection or not, I'm very good. I'm very abundant on my own. And if that's not the case, you're going to be, this truth and clarity facing your fears is going to allow this abundant, this independent energy to come in where you're good in your independence, you're good on your own, and then you turn around and there's a connection coming in. So let's get some cards for the second week. And we're getting the Page of Wands, the Star card, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so we have the Page of Wands here. This is new energy that you're coming into. It feels like, when it comes to this connection, for those of you that are single, when this connection, this energy starts to come in where you're coming together with another person, this is, you're starting to come into this new energy of being enthusiastic, very passionate about your life. You're ready to maybe communicate that to this person that's coming in. You are moving towards your hopes, your dreams, your wishes here with the Star card. This is very hopeful, very nice energy when your dreams in connection with another person. As you release your fears, it brings in lots of hope. The ability to actually hope and dream again, it feels like. And then we have the High Priestess. Allow your intuition to guide you when it comes to this loving connection that's coming in with this Queen of Cups. You can tap into this power and be very open and receptive to a loving situation. So you're moving from the Nine of Pentacles, and here you are down here with the Queen of Cups, ready to give, ready, open to giving, open to receiving here, ready to nurture this connection, nurture another person, and coming from a place where you're very, you're in your power, in your emotions. You're ready to offer somebody your love. This could be somebody, this connection that's coming in could be a water sign, somebody that is opening up to you, ready to offer you their love. But like I said, we have the Star card, moving more towards your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, because you've faced your fears and you've released the power of your fear. That's enabled you to walk away from your old emotional baggage. And you have this new energy coming in, Sagittarius, where, you're ready to go forward. You're going to embody this new energy, this new passion. And like I said, be ready to start passionately communicating with another person that's coming in and moving towards your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and allowing your intuition to guide you in this situation, in this connection. So for some of you, you could be connecting with an air sign. We do have Aquarius energy here with the Star card, and we have the Queen of Cups, so it could be a water sign that's coming in. But just in a general sense, this is about you connecting to these energies. And for those of you that are in a committed relationship, this brings new passion. You guys, you being honest and truthful with them, this solid foundation allows you guys to have more passion coming in, more passionate communication. Building this solid foundation, building and working towards your hopes, your dreams as a couple, moving towards what you've always hoped for in connection. And just remember with the High Priestess to allow your intuition to guide you you know, on what the right action to take, you know, moving forward. Allow your intuition to guide you, to open up your emotions, to open up your loving energy when it comes to connecting with another person. So let's see what the best advice is for you, Sagittarius. And we're getting expect powerful change. As you're releasing your fears, Sagittarius, as you're facing your fears, this is going to create powerful change, whether it's in regards, whether you're in a connection with another person or not. But it does feel like, for me, this reading is about, it's all about connections or lack of connection with another person. But we have the new moon eclipse, which I think we're having a new moon. No, we're not. But anyway, we do have an eclipse coming up, but it's not a new moon eclipse. But powerful change is coming. It's available to you. You can expect powerful change as you face your fears, as you release the power of fears, as you become truthful and clear with yourself and others. There is a solid foundation. There is, you know, the ability to have this new energy come in where you're very passionate, you know, your hopes, your dreams. This change, this very powerful change, is moving you closer and closer to your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Allow your intuition to guide you through this powerful change. Sometimes this change is going to be a little bit uncomfortable. That's where you need to come back to this high priestess energy, where you're allowing your intuition to guide you. If your fears creep back up, come back to this high priestess to face, you know, help you face your fears, and release the power of your fear. It feels like to me this King of Swords is you actually tapping into this energy. This is actually you being able to release the power of your fears and getting into this very nice, abundant, passionate, new passion for your life, new hope, new dreams, new wishes. And this loving energy coming in with this Queen of Cups is how we're ending the reading. So it's very nice energy for you, Sagittarius. Just remember, it's time to face your fears. Release the power of fear in regards to the connection that you're looking at this situation with. And, you know, expect powerful change. We have a lot of very powerful energy coming in that you're able to work with. But it begins with facing your fears and releasing and walking away. Releasing the power of fears here so that you can release any emotional baggage and leave the past behind here by facing your fears. And powerful change is coming for you. So very nice energy for you. I hope you have a great couple of weeks. And until next time, I'm wishing you lots of love and many blessings.